Okay, it's September 11th. Just wanted to take a picture. The garden is in full glory right now. Part of our old peach tree broke off. There's a big branch right there that cracked off, and we're gonna have to saw it up and take it away, which is very sad. But it has a new piece growing right there, but we're just gonna leave it, see what happens, and if the whole tree dies, we'll just plant a clematis and climbers and let them climb over the frame of it, because it's a great old tree. Anyway, so here's the roses are reblooming. This is the orange rose that I chopped way down because of spider mites, and it is happy. My little primroses are even reblooming, which is fun. Here's the back door flower bed, and these beautiful Japanese anemones are blooming, and I adore them. This is the white one, so I think it is called Honorine Jobert. So love that one. Behind that is the mother of pearl rose that's reblooming, and the pulsatillas in this pot have been reblooming, which is really fun. And then all that grass has grown back. I need to pull that out, and you can see the little blue spot back there. The spiderworts are still going strong. On this side, that's the Francis Mayland rose, which is really tall, and the Lady of Shalott, which is not in rebloom right now, but is vigorous, nice and vigorous. I'm going to get a close-up of one of these Francis Mayland roses. They're really, really nice. You can see right there. Isn't that pretty? That's a nice rose right there. This is all crazy, overgrown. All of this, you know, when the weather finally cools off and fall really sets in, I'm going to come out here and I'll pull out all of this. This is this messy stuff is the hardy geraniums, but the roses are really tall. This is the this rose right here. It's not in bloom, but that's the Earth Angel. It's gotten really tall. You can see things are just really big. In the distance there is the Rise Up Lilac Days. Right here in this pot is that red Rise Up rose that is growing really nice in that pot. We've been picking strawberries every day from the various strawberry pots. Their view of this really pretty red Rise Up rose that's in that pot. And then check this out. Look at these. These are the Georgia peach roses from, I got these from, look at that color, from Grace Rose Farms. I mean, I haven't deadheaded. There's a lot of the roses are going over here, but when they're at their peak, I mean, they are just stunning. Look at that color. It's amazing. That's the Georgia peach rose. And then the cosmos are just gorgeous. Look at all these different cosmos in here. I love cosmos. Look at all these cosmos. Just great. Again, like when the weather cools off, I really got to get in here and get these huge amounts of Shasta daisies that have they take up a ton of space. They're gonna come off in there. Now these little down in this strawberry bed, I had tried to grow from seed a bunch of cherry brandy rudbeckias, and 5 of them survived, and they were just little tiny things, and I just stuck them in here. I didn't even think they'd live, but they have grown and they're of good size now. So I think that they will make it through the winter, and then I'll have 5 of these beautiful cherry brandy rudbeckias that I'll put somewhere prominent in the garden. But they're just really, really nice. And then down in there, I spy a nice fat strawberry right in there. That's some Mare du Bois in there. They're a really delicious kind of strawberry. All these hollyhocks are finally done, so I've got to chop them back. I'm gonna have to clear this area anyways, because my husband's gonna have to drag all those peach branches out. We're gonna have to haul them off. The hops look really cute back there. The Benjamin Britten rose is still blooming. You can peek back there and see the blue clematis is still blooming. All these beautiful cosmos. And then there's the blue of the lavender that's down there. Look at these cosmos. They are really nice. Love it. The New Dawn rose has some buds on it, but it's not blooming a whole ton, but that's okay. It's really grown a lot this year in stature, which I'm happy about. But these cosmos, they're great. They're wonderful. I got every year I have volunteer morning glories that come up, and they have come up. They've folded for the morning, but because it's about 1 p.m. right now. But they do their glory in the morning, as their name says. So again, these hollyhocks are all done. I kind of waited because I wanted some of them to seed out, so I'd have some next year. But I got to chop them back. Desdemona rose is getting really tall this year. Just a very beautiful, beautiful rose. We'll get a close-up of a couple of them. There's one. There's one. They're back in there. This stupid Virginia creeper vine is everywhere. I'm gonna have to chop that back. It actually is rooted over the other side of the fence, but I've got to get it killed because it will try to spread through everything. Really hate that vine. Down here, the hot cocoa rose has really bloomed nicely. Look at that. It's done a nice rebloom. It's back here in all these beautiful cosmos. Oh, it rained all morning, so anyway, I just love that rose. It's got a lot of buds back there too. Yeah, all these cosmos. Here's the Queen of Sweden blooming nicely. There's some hollyhocks back in that corner that are going on. Here's just some wildflowers. Sceptred Isle. Oh, here's the pink Japanese anemone. I think this one's called Robustissima, and I am really loving these Japanese anemones. Really love them. More Queen of Swedens. Then those are just kind of dormant, little primroses and whatnot. And the hellebore bed. These roses are growing like weeds. They're hanging out here. I hate to chop them off. I mean, I need to cut them back because they get in the way, but they've got buds on the ends of them, so I don't want to. But they're very vigorous and healthy, so I'm happy about that. Whoops. And there's the Lady of the Lake. The rain knocked a bunch of the blossoms off that were there yesterday. And then over here is, I got carrots in that tub back there. They're growing pretty nice. And the asparagus, the peony bed, the grape arbor. Birds have eaten most of the grapes. And then we've got a riot of cosmos right there still. I love these cosmos, man. They turned out so good. This is the Rubenza color, the kind of maroon. And then these are the apricota. They're like a fluorescent. They're just gorgeous, and they look really good together. Let's see. Rise Up Lilac Days. This guy has gotten so huge. He's grown, it's sprawled big time. This is Wallerton Old Hall rose. And yeah, there's the peach tree, big branch that broke off. It's kind of rotted in there. We've actually got some little patty pan squash. It's actually fruiting, so that's pretty cool. We'll have some veggies out of that little pot. And then there's the echinacea back in there. Apple tree, and then the raspberries from in this area, they're still producing. Of course, one of my favorite things this year is the gomphrena. I just adore the gomphrena. Look how pretty they are. Really, really nice. Down here, there's a bunch of different things. There's the butterfly milkweed. There's seedlings of yarrow, all kinds of things that I like. The wild columbines. So these things will do well next year. And then pretty cool here, these I love, you can see in the distance tiny blue specks. Those are the sweet peas. They're like a wild sweet pea, and they self-seed very nicely, and I just love them. They're dainty, they're blue, they take care of themselves, and they've been self-seeding, and I'm really happy about that. And they just kind of mix in with the other colors and blend, and it's very beautiful. And then the Xanthos Cosmos, and then the Bright Lights, the orange ones, are blooming. They've bloomed later than the other ones, but they are blooming, so I think they're quite dainty and they look really nice. Really pretty jumble right there. I'm really happy with this garden. Oh, love the gomphrena. They're definitely gonna be repeated. That's the look how tall that is. That's the Bathsheba rose. There's another view of the apple trees. And then down back here is my strawberry bed, raised bed that I put in last year. And it's got Mère Dubois strawberries, and they are so good. And it has been producing, although it's kind of shaded, so it would probably produce even better if I cut back some other things. But I can't bear to cut things back, because what we've got here are these beautiful echinaceas, and then the beautiful hot pink Royal Jubilee rose that matches with it, and it's really nice. But I'll figure something out so it can get more sun. I'll probably just thin the echinaceas next year a little bit and thin the rose to get them a little bit more sun. But I mean, the strawberries are definitely growing, so I'm not worried about that. They'll just get stronger for next year. And then it's funny, these really tall thalictrums, just love them. It's hard to see in these videos, but they make a really cool backdrop for everything else, because they're real tall and they kind of make an arch, and they have purple flowers at the top. And there's the grapevine again with the thalictrum hanging in front of it, and the birds have pretty near eaten all of the grapes, but that's okay. I'm happy to feed the birds. Anyway, that's how the garden looks. Poor peach tree, but we'll keep it one way or the other. And the garden looks really pretty. Again, it's been raining a lot this morning, so everything's pretty fresh. It's happy, and it's just very lush. But I'm happy in a way because I'm done with the work of the garden. And this garden's been in for, well, I've been building it for the last 7 years, and it's just about reached a point where I don't have to do major work on it anymore. It's just going to be a lot of maintenance. So I can just spend more time enjoying it. Although, and I want to get another look at those blue wild sweet peas. Very pretty. In the fall, I'm going to have to go through and dig up, grass out of things, and dig the daisies up that I don't want. And then in the spring, you have to kind of dig out stuff to make it fit proper. You don't want certain things thugging out others. But next year, I'm just going to grow under the lights, I'm just going to grow the gomphrena and the cosmos. That'll make it be less work. And I'm just going to grow veggies that I know are easy. The onions turned out really good. And carrots grow really well, and those are two things that we definitely really enjoy, so we're going to do that. I'm just going to make sure that the garden's not so hard of work and more about enjoying. Yeah. But anyway, it's very nice. So have a great day.